Well, I'll tell you about our event that's happening June 10th. So in the morning from 9 to noon, and we have a few spots left if anybody wants to join us. It's a Saturday morning. It's for women veterans, and it's at a Green Trees Farm, which is in Troy, Texas, just outside of Temple. And
Mhm.
it's going to be a horse experience. Which not riding, but interacting with the horses.
Mhm.
And walking a trail, which is called the Grace Trail, which is specific. You have specific stops on the trail and answer some questions. It's kind of a reflective nature walk. And then not hard questions, just sort of internal questions and discussion with the other women in the group, if you like. And then in the barn, we're going to be doing an art activity with Help Heal Vets, some of the journals that they've got, and it's leather or leather type journal cover that we'll be decorating. And then we can write in the journals or sketch in them, or I'm going to bring extra paper in case people don't want to mess up their beautiful journal. You know, it's always hard to start your journal. So they can write or draw on just paper, and we can draw the horses or write in our journals. And I think it's going to be a really fun day. I'm excited. And we've got some news coverage on, what was the station? I guess it might be a Temple KTSX, I think it is. Does that sound familiar, Tammy?
I think it's KVTX or something like that. I'm not sure. It's one of the local channels. Yes.
Yeah, so they're going to come out and interview us and get a little footage from the event. So that'll be nice to get some coverage for us, for Help Heal Vets, for the farm.
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
And let's see, what else do we have on the 24th, June 24th? We have another women veteran event at Woodlawn Island House, which is in a park in San Antonio, and that one filled up fast. We had 25 spots, and it was filled up like really quick. So I put a waiting list on there, and so if anybody's interested, you can get on the waiting list, and I'm going to email the as it gets a little closer, and just say, are you sure you're coming? And if they're not, release their spot. That's going to be a nature walk and doing some journaling and meditation inside the island house after the walk. So that's what we have coming up. And then our veteran exhibit that we do annually, I'm getting the call for art out for that out very soon. I've got it ready. I've actually got some copies printed up to give to Judith to take to the event she's doing. And then I'll bring some out to the farm as well in case anybody's a visual artist and interested. And I'll email it to everybody on our list. So you'll get one, Jim, and Carol, everybody who wants to participate. So that exhibit is going to be in San Antonio this year at Bill House in November. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So small group today. Pam, let's hear about what you've got, what your event is this week.
Okay, well, funny enough, so many things happening on Saturday. Our Artemis group is having a celebration. The exhibit will be at La Pena Gallery on Congress Avenue, which is Congress and 3rd. You probably all know it, on the corner. And 4 of our artists are exhibiting. And Saturday evening, we're just having a little celebration from 6 to 8. So I'm hoping that April and Denise will be able to come, and Celia and so on. But anyway, as I say, just 4 of our artists are exhibiting this time. But the show looks great, and pop in. It'll be there until the end of June. So pop in anytime if you can't join us on Saturday. And if you have any questions about it, April has my contact details, or I can pop my email into the chat room. We have a chat, do we? Do we have a chat just to pop my details in?
Get that chat started, Pam.
Oh, I meant the chat board, not the physical chat, but where I can just put my contact details.
How do you see it? You can type there.
Okay.
And the Artist Business Group, has it been meeting on a regular basis?
we've been sort of meeting with Zooms and phone calls, and I'm the kind of the one that contacts people because some people are out of town, some people have moved to San Antonio. Alas, we lost one to death, one of our elderly naval veteran who World War II, and Shirley, who did The Soldier, which we all love, The Soldier pick, this one here. She's taking care of an Alzheimer's mother and aunt over in Florida. So that's why, and we only have 2 exhibitors. Judith is one of the exhibitors. That's Judith's work there, but she's with you on Saturday afternoon, I think in San Marcos for a veterans event. So unfortunately, she can't join us.
Right.
But Juanita Gotts, she did this from her time in Afghanistan. And that's Shirley's sort of multiracial women soldier. And then Joy always does painted skulls of roadkill animals that she finds on the road as a way of honoring them. So a very eclectic mix of art. And we meet, yes, we're really kind of bonded because we see one another through all kinds of trials and tribulations of life. So it's a very strong ongoing meeting, even though we haven't met collectively to do art since before COVID, because of COVID.
And Denise put it in the chat, how do you become a member of Artemis?
You just contact me. That's how Judith did it. Judith became a member, I think, last year. Yeah.
Your contact.
Contact me.
That'll be good. Denise's can contact you.
We'd love you on board, Denise. We'd love it. We're open to everybody. It's all ages, all ethnic backgrounds. Crazy to normal, so and everything in between.
Great. Jim, do you want to tell us about the exhibit you're in if you have time? And introduce yourself, because this is the second time to this meeting. I can't remember. I know you've been.
Yeah, now I'm tongue-tied. My name is Jim Meyer. I'm retired Air National Guard and Air Force Reserves veteran, and I do video installation work most recently. What else? I write. I have a lot of written stuff that I've done also. The show that I'm in currently is in Houston, and I have to think about where it's at because I am totally not in the right gear here. I'm at work. It's at University Houston Clear Lake at one of their galleries. It's a triptych that I did, started with photos, self-portrait of me, and the 3 pieces. There's one on the left. I can't put it up here at work. One on the left is kind of what I think of myself. The one in the middle is there's words around my image, and that describes kind of the war and some facts about my experience with the war. And the one on the right is what others think of me. And basically it's kind of showing the difference between what others think of me and what I think of myself, kind of thing. So it's very personal, and it is a little intense in the range of emotions. And that's kind of what I do, is create work based on my experiences and some of the emotional charge around those experiences.
I put a link in the chat to our blog because Jim is the artist of the month this month for ArtSpark Texas. So we do a blog every month about our artist of the month. So that picture he's talking about is in that blog.
I don't think I saw the blog.
Oh yeah, it's up on the website.
I'll have to look.
Yeah.
That's cute. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so the piece is right there. That's
Right
awesome.
there. And then below it, a picture of you sitting next to it.
That's cute.
I don't have too many pictures of you, Jim, so I just picked the ones.
That's hilarious.
And then Jim's going to be a guest on our radio show. I don't know if you guys know, ArtSpark Texas has a radio show on Mondays on Co-op. It's a local community radio station, the ArtSpark TX Radio Hour. So we interview, different artists with disabilities and people in the community and veterans. So as the artist of the month. We try to get the artist of the month on our show every month. And this will be second time. It's been 30-minute show. Now it's an hour show. So, and Celia, my co-host, is not going to be there. So I'm going to have to learn to talk. To Jim, you're going to have to talk. But then we've got.
I can talk. I can go on and on and on. It's
Good. And then
possible.
Our second guest is Glenn Towery. So if you guys know him, he can talk.
Yeah.
So
Glenn.
we'll have trouble filling the hour.
Oh, yeah. Glenn likes to talk too, so yeah.
I feel better about that. Now I've got Jim and Glenn on there. Let's see. So yeah, we'd love to feature any of your organizations or groups on our radio show at some point. If you have something coming up that you want to promote, it's every week. So we're always looking for guests.
Every week on the Mondays. And where can you find this? Like, how do you access it?
It's co-op.org. So it is you can stream the radio show, or, it's live in the station. Jim's going to call in because he's in San Antonio. So guests can call in or be on the show in person. And then it's archived for a week on the website, and people can listen on the website too. So it's pretty much.
That's great. Well, sign us up anytime you have an open slot and you're desperate.
Right. I know Pam can talk too.
Yeah, Pam can talk too. Pam's done a lot of radio.
Nice.
All right. Well, Help Hill Vets, do you want to tell us what you've been up to?
Well, we have been trying to keep this place organized and giving out craft kits to all the veterans that come over. If you guys, for any of your organizations, need any craft kits, just let us know. We'll provide them. We'll figure out a way to get them to you if you're not here in this area. And we have, let me see my calendar really quick. We have for PTSD Awareness Month, we're gonna have on the, let's see where it's at. The fidget, so we're making paracord keychains or bracelets that have a little fidget items in there that you can play with. So you can, actually, I don't think I have a sample here. But you can fidget with, so it helps with anxiety and stress and all that. It's a little bracelet or a keychain, and you can play with the little beads. So it's paracord and little metal beads. Sometimes we use hex nuts and stuff like that. It's just so you have something to kind of like fiddle with. So we're making those on the 13th of this month, which is Tuesday. And we're also doing another one on the 27th, just for this PTSD Awareness Month. We're going to be doing that also. I would say probably on the 20th, we're going to do a leather bracelet. So one of these guys here, I don't know if you can see it. It's like it has like a wooden pattern. This is leather. It's 100% leather, and it's stamped on and painted. So we do this once every June for 4th of July, so they can wear their bracelet on 4th of July. So we're doing that on the 20th. Yes. And
The 12th.
what else?
For the open house.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so
Jen?
for Women's Veterans Day this month, we decided that on the 12th, we're going to have a self-care open house. So we'll have a handful of different kind of like demo workshops, no set times, but any of our veterans that come through or that you guys would want to send our way, we're just going to have a lot of casual products that they can take home, just items that aid with self-care. So we're going to have some of the examples up probably by the end of today, as well as a flyer on our Facebook. I don't know if you want to link the Facebook in there. But yeah, we'll have that up today. So if you guys wanted to check out the flyer or pass it along to anyone, as always, all of the supplies and everything are all included, and it's all free.
All promoted, yes.
You said open during your open hours. What's your
Yep.
win?
Yes, that's gonna be on Monday.
Yep.
The 12th.
What are your hours on Monday?
Where?
9 to 5. We are located in Temple, 819 South Fifth Street in Temple.
Okay, 9 to
The
5.
number again? Tell me the number again.
819 South Fifth.
So
Yeah, we'll type the information in the
Yeah.
chat and put everything in there, the Facebook page and the website and our address and phone number in case you guys want to contact us. We can also put in there our email addresses in case you want to get some craft kits from us, just send us an email.
great.
Yeah. So a little bit of everything.
Oh, and then, yeah, on Saturday, we'll be out there with those craft kits as well
Yes.
with you.
They're gonna be with the journals.
Yep.
And all the stuff to decorate them.
Great. All right, how about Carol? What have you got going on?
I'm getting ready to go to my 50th high school class reunion. Yeah, and so I will be probably away from the meetings and stuff for, a while between like June 20th and July 19th, I think. We're going to drive to Indiana, go see relatives we haven't seen in a few years. And I can't wait to ask somebody, so what have you been doing for the last 50 years? I just can't wait to ask somebody that. But yeah, that's oh, and I guess I'm going to get to do a PTSD clinical trial through UT. I'm going to talk to them today. And maybe I'm hoping through that I can, I think I'm probably pretty capable, but I don't believe I'm capable. And I want to somehow get in that part of my brain to flip that switch, I don't know if it'll do any good, but I got to try.
That's great that there's an offering of something for that, Pam.
Carol, what is the PTSD project? I'm working on an anthology on PTSD at the moment. What is the project you're doing with UT? And
It's a clinical trial, now I can't say it, cyphoscillin, or what do you call that? It's like LSD.
Oh, psilocybin, the mushrooms.
Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
the mushrooms, because some people are taking it for PTSD. That's
Right.
what your psychosilium, come on, somebody, psychosilium or whatever, but it's the
Yeah.
mushroom hit. for
Yeah,
PTSD.
Psilocybin.
So
Yeah.
that's it. Psilocybin.
that's it. Yeah, because I mean, there's people that think like, oh, you just want to take it because you want to get high, but it's not that. I want under a doctor and the therapy to reach the areas that therapy otherwise hasn't been able to reach.
Who's
You know.
doing, can you email me the details of who's doing it? Because I'd like to interview them. Are they
Sure,
strictly dealing with military or everybody, not just veterans, right?
It's veterans, yeah.
It's strictly veterans, great.
Well,
Perfect.
I haven't talked to her yet. I'm supposed to talk to her today.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't see a chat where I can post my email here. I can get yours from April,
Do you see that?
Carol.
What's that?
I was just asking if she saw down at the bottom, the opportunity to chat.
For some reason, I don't seem to have anything.
I
That's
don't-
okay. I'll get your details from April, Carol, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I
I'm gonna-
wonder, I'll try to send you a message and see if it shows up through that, maybe it'll pop up for you. I don't know if that's true, but
Might work. Let's see, Denise had something in the chat for Tammy for Help Heal Vets that she would like some craft kits for something she's doing. at the
Yes. If you can send us an email, we can just like continue like back and forth through the email. That way we can just know like what kind and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm dropping the info in the chat right now.
Yes.
So all the contact information and there we go.
Facebook page.
Yeah, let me put the Facebook page on there and then I'll go ahead and send it over.
Um,
We'll send the.
And Rachel, tell us about what you've got going on. A lot of interesting classes. I was listening to the playback of what I missed last month. And yeah, you have a lot going on.
Yeah, Art Journaling 101 on the 24th, which is in person at Stephen F. Austin. So that is all materials provided. It's a free class for veterans and family members, teenagers like 15 and up. And we're going to learn all about how to use journaling for improved wellness. And then also there is one, I don't have a link ready for it, but I will get it real quick. For moral injury, for women veterans that have moral injury as a result of PTSD, that's going to be a Zoom class. And it's going to be just 2 weeks, the 20th and the 27th from 9 to 11 probably. And yeah, I'll share a flyer and a link for that here in just a second.
Great, yeah, because I need to put out our next our June newsletter, so I'll try to put as much of this in there as I can that hasn't passed by the time I get around to it.
Okay.
I'm always like tagging things on my email. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the newsletter and that, and then I get to the newsletter and I've missed it all. But you know, there's always something coming up, so I haven't missed everything. And Denise, Pam wants your email. Oh, so you found the chat, Pam.
I found it. It found me.
Thank you for finding her. Okay, what else do we have? That oh, I have there's nobody here from Dallas. There was somebody had called me from Arlington, a veteran who is interested in guitar, looking for not necessarily classes, he said, but more like get-togethers with other musicians, something to get him out of the house. Does anybody know anything like that? I know that in Austin we have you know, guitar classes, and I think they even will give you a good or loan you one, but I don't know about anything up in Arlington area. I was hoping Maria would be here with Creative Vets because they might have access to.
That's
But
what
you
I was
can-
going to say was Creative Vets.
Yeah, there's Maria Hernandez who usually comes. She's in she's in the Dallas area, and she is through Creative Vets. She's in Amarillo. I guess that's even farther north, right? Once you get up there, I don't even know. I'm like, I'm to get to Troy this weekend. Yeah, okay, so I'll check with Maria and see if she has any ideas on that, because he called and
Save that.
What was that called? Creative Vets or Creative Vets?
yeah, it's like like the words are string
my word.
REATIVETS, Creative Vets.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you can send.
push together words.
Directly a message to the lady that.
Yeah, they're a really interesting group that do a lot of nice things. Jim did a whole residency with other veteran artists in Chicago at the Art Institute, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it was an amazing, all expenses paid 3-week residency at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. And we had like free run of the place. Any faculty member or staff that process that they were into, we could latch onto them. And yeah, it was pretty amazing. Yeah.
How did you get into it, find out about it?
Google. I am a web developer by day, and so I do. I'm decent at searching, and I just started searching artist residency, veteran artist residencies. I put the link in the chat, and I applied for this. It's an application process. They are just starting now. I think they're doing it in Houston now. It was out in LA and now they moved it to Houston. So once a year it's in Houston, and then once a year it's in Chicago. But it was an amazing thing. I don't know, the School of the Art Institute is probably like the premier artist school in the country, if not, one of the top ones in the world. So I don't know how Houston's going to compare to that, but I'm sure it's going to still be an amazing experience.
And was it a group of several veterans and all kind of working on their own topics, their own,
Yeah, it started out, the first week was kind of guiding people because not everybody thought of themselves as an artist necessarily, or as a intense kind of artist. So we did projects the first week to kind of get us going and introduce us to different modalities of art, from ceramics to computer generated 3D modeling, you name it. We did it, steel, casting. It was pretty amazing what they exposed us to. And then the next 2 weeks were developing a piece, and the last night we had a show at one of the galleries at the School of the Art Institute. So it was an amazing experience. It definitely fired me up and got me back into working towards to becoming a full-time working artist. I'm going to retire soon from here, and definitely going to dive in deeper to creating art and helping other veterans create art.
I'm
nice.
so glad to hear about that. I definitely want to look it up, and I hadn't thought about looking up internships just for veterans. That's really good.
And there's a few of them out there.
I mean, I would love to do the Chicago one. That's where I'm headed pretty soon, in a few weeks. It's my family's in the area, Chicago area. And I love the Art Institute.
That's where I grew up, was south suburbs of Chicago, and I lived in the city for a long time also.
What one, can I ask?
Yeah, Chicago Heights is where I grew up.
I lived in Chicago Heights for a while.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
There's actually a Help Heal Veterans clinic also in Chicago, I think Maywood area.
Okay, that makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
Denise, I haven't called on you yet. Do you have anything to mention?
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering, did you get an update from Mario and or Troy about any upcoming shows, like more details, so we can put out a call for them or something?
For the Dallas show, I have not. When he originally reached out to me, Mario, he asked for names of artists in the Dallas area. So I sent him names of specific artists, and I think he just contacted them directly and maybe did them and gathered enough artists. And then I know Maggie at the last meeting said that and her and Audrey had some other artist names. So I think it is more of a maybe invite only kind of thing,
Okay,
where he reaching
okay.
out to artists that I gave him names for.
And
So he
then
may-
I just lost the name. The one in San Marcos, wasn't there supposed to be something coming up for San Marcos?
Call for art for San Marcos? or-
Well, yes, he has the fancy dinner and all that stuff.
That's gonna be,
yeah.
that's the Dallas event. I think they did
Oh,
it.
is it? Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
to be in Dallas, the golf.
okay, because I had that as an open item and okay, so now it's by invite, basically. Okay, because I didn't have that.
That seemed to be the way he was doing it.
Okay. And what about the big, huge empty building that had empty walls, and they were gonna ask us for the art for San Antonio, was it?
Well, there's that one, and also the Texas Veterans Commission that I went and looked at.
The
and they-
TVC, yeah, Tim.
The issue is, they asked me to come look at their buildings, or they tell me about this stuff, and I say, okay, well, how are we gonna hang the art? Can we put nails in your wall and, hammer? And they're like, oh, no, brand new walls. I say, okay, well then, it's a hanging system. And I send them the details, and then I think it all gets caught up in approval land.
Oh, okay, so that one's still open.
Yeah, I have not heard back, but I can reach back out to them. Thanks for the reminder. To both of them,
Okay.
to find out where we're at in the process of, yeah, do they want art?
Okay,
The one guy,
yeah, those were the open ones.
yeah, the one in San Antonio, he was even seemed interested in buying art,
Yeah.
but I have not heard back from him, so I don't know.
So I know there's a lot of us who are interested in, yeah, buy my art.
Exactly.
Okay,
Okay,
that's all I have.
and then you're teaching a class at Lockhart, is that what the craft kits you said?
Yeah, actually, like I said, I'm waiting for the thing so I can put out
Yeah, sorry, that's on my list.
the advertisement there. But
Yes.
I did have, because I'm their VSO for the VFW, the Veteran Service Officer for the Caldwell County VFW. And they, couple of people have actually asked, since I talked to you about, I have my dad or my grandpa or whatever, and do you offer any classes or anything like that? So I was like, well, that's that just kind of cool, huh? How that worked out. So yeah, I just contacted the folks here with the kits and asked them if I could have a couple. So we're gonna get with them. I don't
Yeah.
want to do that every time, but yeah, definitely start out with that. And I'll do
Yeah,
my art
definitely.
classes at different times.
Well,
We'll see.
well, and this is what we do. So if you ever need
Mhm.
craft kits, just let us know. We'll figure out a way to.
Okay,
get
and I
that
think the craft kits, yeah, I think the craft kits definitely will be what's needed for this one, because it's not like they will get them out of the house and doing something, and so yeah, something not painting, I think will be more attractive to them at this point.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. I'll get with you guys,
Yes.
When are you trying to start?
gals.
When are you?
It'll
trying to-
have to be when I come back from Utah.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, because you're leaving
So
soon.
next month,
Okay, great.
yeah, Monday.
Okay. Well, anybody else have anything? It's kind of short meeting because I did not super prepare.
It's okay. Mhm.
We have our women veteran group meeting tonight. We're doing storytelling 7 to 8. So yeah, come to that if you're interested, or send people over.
So we just need to bring our brain, don't need to
Yeah,
prepare anything.
yeah,
Man, do I have a lot of stories, jeez.
good. I'm
Yeah, don't we all?
Don't
Yeah.
we?
I know, right?
Mm.
We need a story hour for veterans. Wouldn't that be cool? All the
yeah,
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Great idea.
yeah.
And
sure, that'd be
do
good.
art while you're telling stories, that'd be even better.
Yep, that's a good idea. We can do that.
Yeah, while you're telling the story, Denise will be illustrating it and
Okay.
show you what she's got come up with. All right, well, I think I'm gonna stay on for a little bit just in case people come late and be like, what happened?
It was nice meeting everybody. Thanks.
Nice to meet
Meeting
you.
you guys all
Nice
as well.
meeting you too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Have a
Hope
good
to
day.
see some of you on Saturday.
Yes.